Our top story this hour, the truth behind the Murshidabad violence is now out, and it's as explosive as the violence itself. A High Court appointed panel has released a damning report that has completely singed the Mamata Banerjee government, because it says that the Trinamool Congress MLA and a local councillor were directly named in the findings here. Now, this three-member panel has therefore also junked the theory floated by the Chief Minister, claiming that outsiders had come and instigated the violence. And in fact, it has termed this theory baseless. In fact, it claims that the riots were being termed an organised act allegedly aimed at blocking the Waqf Bill, which had then been passed in both houses of Parliament. We've got breaking news coming in at this point. The BJP's Amit Malviya has squarely blamed Mamata Banerjee's Trinamool Congress government for abetting the Murshidabad riots, citing a Calcutta High Court appointed committee report. Now, he alleges that local Trinamool leaders, police and civil officials have turned a blind eye as Hindu homes were attacked, and calling it an orchestrated bid to engineer demographic change in the border district. So that is the big story coming in at this point. Mamata Banerjee's government under fire from the opposition BJP after the three-member panel, which was appointed by the High Court, has come out and made these damning revelations. Mohit, I'll come to my colleague Amita to take us through the statements put by Amit Malviya. But first, take us through, Mohit, the explosive findings which came out from the three-member panel that was appointed by the High Court.
Well, in fact, I could not get your question because there's some network issue. But yes, when we talk about this particular report, this particular report has been submitted by a three-member SIT, which was being formed by the Calcutta High Court. Now, this particular report clearly exposes the law and order situation over there in Murshidabad, while the TMC and Mamata Banerjee were saying that it was the outsiders who were indulged in the vandalism, in the riots over there. The report clearly says, and report names names Mahbub Alam, who is a local TMC councillor, saying that he came over there with the anti-social elements, miscreants, and indulged in vandalism. Now, the report also says that he was leading, Mahbub Alam was leading the crowd which engaged in arson, vandalism, and which also looted the public property over there. Now, the name of the local TMC MLA has also come up according to the sources in this particular report. The report clearly says that when the local MLA came over there, the riots did not stop. The police were nowhere to be seen. Now, the BJP has hit out at Mamata Banerjee and TMC, saying that the TMC clearly at that particular time stated it was the outsiders who indulged in vandalism, and in a way BJP was attacked by the TMC, and the TMC clearly at that particular time stated that the police is doing their job. They are ensuring that the law and order remains peaceful. But this particular report also says...
Mohit, do stay on with us. BJP leader from West Bengal, Shukanta Majumdar, is on the phone line as well. Mr. Majumdar, your first response to those very explosive findings coming out from the High Court appointed panel?
The observation of the High Court appointed panel clearly says that the total involvement of the local TMC leadership, and even in that report, in one line, I think you must have shown that that the MLA role of the MLA was also pointed out by the team. And from the beginning, the CM of the state, she was claiming that the outsiders were involved. But it was totally a false narrative. And I think Mamata Banerjee should apologize from the people of state of West Bengal, people of the state of the West Bengal, because he lied in front of the people of the state. And now the team that has submitted the report in the High Court, it is clearly indicated that the local goons, TMC goons, as well as the fanatic peoples, those are involved in this riot.
All right, Shukanta Majumdar, thank you so much for staying with us. Let's now go through the details which have been put out by Amit Malviya. I'm just going to read it out here. Oh, here it is. Now, this might be the most damning indictment yet of the Mamata Banerjee-led TMC. The report on the Murshidabad riots squarely blames her party and its elected representatives, including the local councillor MLA, for abetting the violence and doing nothing to control the situation. Their acts of commission and omission embolden the police and civil administration to remain passive as Hindu homes burn. Amit Malviya goes on to tweet that what makes this report even more significant is its source. It's a committee which has been appointed by the Calcutta High Court, comprising of a member of the NHRC and officials from the West Bengal Legal and Judicial Services. He says that it is not a centrally appointed panel which could be accused of bias. This is the important imperative part, viewers. This entirely demolishes Mamata Banerjee's claim that outsiders from Bangladesh or from Bihar were responsible. The unvarnished truth is this: the Murshidabad riots were orchestrated by the TMC to engineer demographic attrition of Hindus in sensitive border district. Now, Amit Malviya concludes by saying that Mamata Banerjee is a blight on Bengal's legacy. Let me go across to Dilip Ghosh, senior leader of the Bengal BJP, is joining me on the phone line as well. Mr. Dilip Ghosh, the clear implication coming out from what the BJP is interpreting from this report is that the claim that outsiders came and created violence in Murshidabad has now been demolished.
देखिए, मैं तो एक प्रकार चश्मदीद बोल सकता हूँ खुद को, क्योंकि उसी दिन मालदा से मैं जिस समय क्रॉस करने वाला था वहां से 4 बजे मुझे फरक्का में रुका गया नदी के उस पार, क्योंकि यहाँ उस समय गड़बड़ शुरू हो गया है और मैं रात को 10 बजे वहां से क्रॉस किया। ये 4-5 घंटा वहां लगातार इस समय हिंसा चला। पुलिस मुझे रोका और जब मैं फरक्का में रोका तो घंटा 2 घंटे के बाद जगह जगह से फोन आना शुरू हो गया कि बीएसएफ भेजिए, मंदिर तोड़ दिया, गांव लूट लिया, दुकान तोड़ दिया, आग लगा दिया, यही खबर। फिर मैं वहीं से एडीजी जैसे गांधी मिस्टर बीएसएफ को उनको कांटेक्ट किया और जहाँ जहाँ स्पॉट में गड़बड़ हो रहा था वहां से मैंने उनको भेजा सारा व्हाट्सएप में। और फिर 6 बजे वहां से बीएसएफ का टुकड़ी आई, फरक्का पार करके कई गाड़ियों में फोर्स गया। फिर 4 घंटा तक हाईवे जाम था, रेलवे जाम था और पुलिस कहीं था ही नहीं, गायब। फिर पुलिस उनके साथ आया, उसको खाली किया। 9 बजे के बाद हम लोग वहां से क्रॉस किया। वो भयंकर दृश्य मैंने रात को देखा, गाड़ी जल रही थी, दुकानें जल रही थी रास्ता के दोनों तरफ और हिंसा की तांडव की जो निशान था। और मुख्यमंत्री कुछ भी बोल देते हैं, अगर उस दिन बीएसएफ नहीं उतरता तो और भी बहुत सारा नुकसान होता और भी जाने जाता। ये भयंकर दृश्य मुझे खुद देखा। 10 बजे 10:30 बजे वहां से मैंने क्रॉस किया और मैं राना घाट होकर के कल्याणी एम्स तक आया तो वहां की मंजर 50 किलोमीटर तक लगभग जंगीपुर तक फरक्का से वो भयंकर दृश्य मैंने देखा था। इसलिए ममता बनर्जी कुछ भी बोल देते हैं, अपना जिम्मेदारी दूसरे पर थोप देते हैं। ना कोई बांग्लादेश, ना कोई कुछ। संदेह तो कर सकते हैं लोग, लेकिन वो हमेशा सेंसिटिव जगह है और शासन प्रशासन का कोई उपस्थिति वहां नहीं है। जो मर्जी वहां के करते हैं। उनके 2 एमएलए शमशेरगंज और फरक्का के खुलेआम जुलूस निकाल करके लोगों को उकसाया।
जी, आप कह रहे हैं कि आपने खुद अपने आंखों से और आपके सोचों से आप कह सकते हैं कि टीएमसी के नेता और टीएमसी के एमएलए इन्वॉल्व थे। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद हमसे जुड़ने के लिए। माय कॉलीग Pooja, if I'm not mistaken, is also joining us at this point. Pooja, we have heard from our colleague Mohit break down what this report says. Now take us through what was the defense of the Mamata Banerjee government all through when the West Bengal, when the violence was going on Murshidabad. Because if I remember correctly, the Chief Minister first claimed that people from Bihar and other neighboring states of Bengal were coming in, creating violence and going back. Then she even blamed Bangladeshi people for coming in and blamed the central forces for not being able to keep the outsiders out.
Well, absolutely. Let me take you through the report, what really it says. Remember earlier, the Calcutta High Court had constituted a 3-member committee. And last week, this particular committee, which was constituted by the Calcutta High Court and was supposed to identify and rehabilitate the victims of Murshidabad violence, had submitted this particular report in a sealed cover. So now we're seeing how BJP leaders are taking to social media, especially Amit Malviya, sharing excerpts from this particular report, and it clearly says the involvement of the Trinamool Congress leaders. One particular person that has been mentioned in the report that has also been shared widely in social media by BJP leaders says that the councillor, their local councillor, was seen leading the mob. Thereafter, this particular report also mentions how police was inactive. One particular community came under attack, how their houses and their shops and their vehicles were targeted. But all through, while these arguments were going on in the Calcutta High Court, the AG, which represents the state government, has gone on to say that the people will be rehabilitated. Those houses which have been ransacked and torched will be provided with a new house, and repairs will also be done by the state government. But as far as the Chief Minister is concerned, we haven't seen that she admit that one particular community came under attack in the Murshidabad violence and how how Hindus, came under attack. Their houses, their shops were torched, vandalized, and also ransacked. So clearly, the government of the day in the state of West Bengal is yet to admit that the target was only and only one particular community, but they've gone on to say that whoever has died...
Stay on with us. Devanshu Bhattacharya of the TMC is with us on the phone line. Mr. Bhattacharya, the BJP says that this has completely demolished the claim made by Mamata Banerjee that they were outsiders who claim and fomented Murshidabad violence, because the report clearly names a TMC MLA and a TMC councillor. What is your response?
देखिए, सबसे पहली तो बात है, हम पहले भी बोल रहे थे, अभी भी बोल रहे हैं, ये एक बड़ा कॉन्स्पिरेसी है। बीजेपी जहां पर जिस स्टेट में भी पावर में आना चाहता है, उससे पहले उसी स्टेट में बीजेपी दंगा फसाद करवाता है। ये यूपी के लिए भी सच है, ये बंगाल के लिए भी सच है। ये जहां जहां पर आना चाहता था, आने की कोशिश कर रहा है, सब सारे जगह पर यही काम बीजेपी करवाता आ रहा है। सबसे पहली तो बात है, ये एक ही चीज संदेश खाली को लेकर भी हुआ था। संदेश खाली को लेकर आप लोगों ने बहुत रिपोर्टिंग किया था। उसके बाद जब स्टिंग ऑपरेशन सामने आया था संदेश खाली का, मुझे पता नहीं आप लोगों ने वैसा रिपोर्टिंग किया कि नहीं किया, जहां पर बीजेपी का जो मंडल प्रेसिडेंट है वो खुद बोल रहा है कि 500 से लेकर 2000 रुपया देकर ये सीएम कर
अतीत की बात छोड़ दीजिए, अभी जो ये रिपोर्ट है उसमें तो साफ है ना, ये रिपोर्ट ऐसा नहीं कि केंद्र सरकार ने अपॉइंट किया, रिपोर्ट कलकत्ता हाई कोर्ट ने किया है। उसमें वेस्ट बंगाल एनएचआरसी के लोग हैं, वेस्ट बंगाल जुडिशियल कमिशन के लोग हैं। तो ये एक निष्पक्ष रिपोर्ट है जो क्लियरली स्टेट करता है कि टीएमसी के लोग इसमें इन्वॉल्व थे। तो इसको आप कैसे डिनाई कर सकते हैं?
Look. Now, first, let the report come officially. सेकेंड, जो टीएमसी का लोगों का बात हो रहा है, हम पहले भी बोले, अब भी बोले, जैसे टीएमसी का उधर पे चेयरमैन है, चेयरमैन उधर पे गया था जो सीसीटीवी फुटेज में सामने आया था, लेकिन वो गया था सेव करने। दंगा का परिस्थिति है, वो चेयरमैन है, इसलिए उनका दायित्व बनता था। और उनको कौन लेके गया था? उनको लेके गया था एक वार्ड का काउंसिलर जो खुद हिंदू है, शंकर नाम है उनका। तो ऐसे ही बहुत सारा चीज जो एक हुआ है और एक पोर्ट्रे हो रहा है। दूसरी बात है, हाँ, हिंदुओं के घर में हुआ है, मैसाकर हुआ है, 2 आदमी मारे भी गए हैं, हम सबको वो पता है, इससे कोई इनकार नहीं कर रहा। लेकिन हम फिर से यही कर रहे हैं कि इसमें जो कनेक्शन है उसमें आउटसाइडर कनेक्शन जरूर है, और हम ये भी दावे के साथ कह सकते हैं कि इसके पीछे बहुत बड़ा कॉन्स्पिरेसी है। कॉन्स्पिरेसी अगर नहीं होता तो बंगाल में एक ही दिन में 4-5 जगह पर एक ही पैटर्न में एक ही रैली से पत्थरबाजी हो रहा है। एक ही पैटर्न जो देखा गया है वो एक ही पैटर्न से अगर 4-5 जगह पर एक ही टाइम पर होता है तो इसका मतलब ये प्री प्लान्ड ही है, ये स्पॉन्टेनियस नहीं हो सकता एक ही टाइम में एक ही जगह पर एक ही पैटर्न का। तो लेट द ऑफिशियल रिपोर्ट कम फर्स्ट, देन वी विल टॉक।
All right, Mr. Bhattacharya, thank you so much for joining us on Times Now. Let's now listen into a reaction which has just come in from BJP's Shehzad Poonawala. All right. All right, while we just wait to hear in from the BJP's reaction, just a quick spelling of the statement if this is of the story so far. This has been an explosive report that has come in from the 3-member panel that was appointed by the Calcutta High Court. It states, it clearly names the presence of a Trinamool MLA and a councillor in the Murshidabad violence. The BJP claims this is proof of an orchestrated violence. Listen to what Shehzad Poonawala is saying.
The High Court appointed fact-finding committee has completely exposed the TMC government, and it has shown how the Murshidabad riots that took place in the name of Waqf were not spontaneous but sponsored, not organic but organized, and it was state-sponsored, state-protected, targeted violence against Hindus, which was led by no less than a TMC leader, Mahbub Alam, how the police remained inactive, how Hindus were specifically targeted. But on the other hand, what do we see? That Mamata Banerjee and her government has defended the rioters. She met the Muslim community on the first day, and then it took her 25 days to reach the Das family. And there too, there was a cover given to the rioters. Whether it is Firad Hakim, he also tried to defend the rioters. He said that nothing had happened. We saw the manner in which Siddiqullah Chaudhary, Bapi Haldar, they were the ones who were verbally inciting the violence, but no action was taken on them. So one thing is clear, TMC means Tushtikaren Mujhe Chahiye. Now Ma Mati Manush, is no longer there in West Bengal. It is only Muslim appeasement, Muslim appeasement, Muslim appeasement. And in this Muslim appeasement, we have seen how Hindus were specifically targeted and slaughtered, and how the entire riot